Excuse me. I'm gonna.
Peace, peace, peace. This is your international sales and marketing hitman, your humble hip hop sales coach, Tiger Toledo, and you already know what it is, man. You're rocking with the best. We're going to run this like a podcast edition today on this 2023 wrap up. I hope you guys are having a safe and enjoyable New Year's Eve. I got my Rizzy rum, my Haitian Babocco rum. As you can hear the cork, it's coming out of the bottle there. Took a shot. Woo! What's up, Gina? What's up, Jazz? What's up, Shore? How y'all doing? So, look, it's real simple what we're gonna do, man. We 2023. I don't know about you guys, but it was a doozy on my end. It was crazy. It was ugly. It was beautiful. It was magnificent. It was terrifying. A lot of crazy things were happening. A lot of crazy things were happening. So I want to ask you guys, man, let's celebrate the wins so we can keep the same momentum going. Type in the chat so I can shout you guys out. I can bring your post up. I can pull your post up onto the chat so everybody will be able to see it. What up, Gina? Type in what are you proud of that happened in 2023? What are you proud of? Type in what is something that you're really proud of that happened in 2023. I'll give you a shout out, and pull up your comments so the world can see. I'm gonna tell you something that I am really, really proud of for 2023. I had a newborn, y'all. Yep, I had a newborn baby boy by the name of Austin Ray Toledo. He is literally 1 month old. He was born November 29th. Pictures coming soon. You'll see him in some of my lives for sure. For Sheezy, my Neezy. D-O double Jeezy. So yeah, I'd love to find out what's wins can you guys celebrate? What wins? You in all of despair, you could always find something to celebrate. So let's do a gratitude thing here. That we are able to see 2024. Huh? We're going to see 2024. We lived through 2023. We lived through a crazy pandemic. We lived through 9/11. We lived through some crazy times and we still here. We have a purpose here. You have a purpose here. Do you know your mission? Are you on your mission or are you ignoring your mission? Are you saying, God, I don't want to go that way. I want to keep doing what I'm doing. Do you understand the mission that you're on? Thank you, Gina. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I wish this StreamYard could pull up the comment from Instagram, but it's not able to do that. Stop pulling it from Instagram. But yeah, Gina, tell me, what has gone on in 2023 that you are really, really proud of? What happened in your life in 2023 that you're really, really proud of? We can't just be going up in New Year's, man, naked. We gotta come correct. We gotta come with the coat of armor, with the shield, and bringing those wins from 2023 to 2024. That's what gives you the momentum and the drive to keep going. You can't look back. That's why you do it in the same year. So, um, yeah, 2023 was an interesting year. I got hospitalized twice, had two procedures, one on the heart, another one was a biopsy. But at the end of all of that, got a healthy newborn baby boy. Come on, man. Like, I can't be mad, dude. I can't be angry. You can't be angry when you're winning. So celebrate your wins. Celebrate your wins. There was a story. I just bought this new book from Patrick Bet David called "Choose Your Enemies Wisely." Right, pretty good book. Um, and there's a section in the book that said that one of his C-suite executives made $72,000 for that month. So the owner of the company went over to him. He said, "What did you do to celebrate?" He looked at him funny. He was like, "Oh, what do you mean? Like, dude, you've never had a $72,000 a month. What did you do to celebrate that?" And he said, "Nothing." Guess how much money he made the following month? $5,000. He went from $72,000 in 1 month and then went all the way down to 5 months. And the reason was he did not celebrate his win. You got to celebrate your wins. I don't care how small it is. You see it all the time. And sometimes it may fly over people's heads, right? But when they say, "Hey, we just closed the deal. Let's celebrate. Let's pop a bottle of champagne." This, there's a reason why that happens, because there's an association that you'll have towards winning. Okay, I see you, Gina. Um, okay, so Gina's win is my daughter got promoted to sergeant in the military. Wonderful. That is fantastic. Received honorary doctorate in philosophy. Another win. That's what I'm talking about. And received Harvard University Harvard University certification in positive psychology. Win, win. Celebrate those wins, man. What wins do you have? Let's go up. Let's walk up in 2024 with troops. Congratulate these wins. This is your gratitude exercise. Let's do these gratitudes right now for 2023. When you're looking back on everything you went through for 2023, what is the most pronounced win that you've gotten this year? What has like been, you know what? 2023 was bad, but not that bad. I'm still here, baby. I'm still here. What is type in what is something you're really proud of from 2023? I'd love to read it out, give you guys a shout out. Yeah, so people have people have made tremendous strides. A shout out to the Ghost Squad. Um, you guys just keep evolving in ways that like I'm privileged and honored that I get to see your growth. So shout out to the Ghost Squad out there, man. Gina, Jasmine, Tech, Andre Hatchet, Ricky, Dawn, you know what I mean? Loyal Notary out in New York. Everybody in the Ghost Squad, Kim Yanni, so many greats. So many greats. If I bring them on the platform, you know they're about that business, y'all, because we don't shoot for average. If you're looking to shoot for average, we're not your type of people you want to be around. Because you're either gonna want to elevate or you're gonna want to leave. Straight up. Um, yeah, so shout out to the Ghost Squad, man. I love these guys, man. They were sending messages, checking on me while I was in the hospital and all that. That you know, the more and more I do business, I realize that yeah, systems are great. That's operational. Using different software is okay. That's all right. Hiring employees, that's cool too. But you know what I love the most about having a business is having relationships with cool ass people like Gina. And shout out to TD Alliance. What up? What up? What up, fam? Um, it's the relationships I get to build with these people, man. To be able to see someone that said, I'm not comfortable with being in front of camera, and we work through it and we all support each other and we're like, we got your back. Yo, we coming through. It's like it's like that birthday party you think nobody's gonna show up, and then a bunch of people show up to your birthday party. You be like, yo, they really fuck with me. Yo. They really rock with me. They really support me in what I do. That's the type of people you want to get around, man. Not someone you tell your dreams to and they shoot the shit down. Come on, we can't enter 2024 like that. No, 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 no. I've done it a long time ago. By the way, that was a squig of my rum. If you guys got a drink, go ahead and get your drink on. If you got your edibles or you got your yeah baby, go ahead and spark one up. There's a no judgment zone here. We ain't judging you. Do you, boo boo? Live your life. Damn it. Um, yeah, do not come on, y'all. Like we're grown adults at this point, man. Don't go into 2024 fucking with people that don't fuck with you. You know they don't fuck with you. You know they don't like you, and you still show up like that shit is that shit makes no sense. I don't care how much of a family member or how this person is. This person has an agenda to tear you down, and the fact that you know that this person has an agenda to tear you down, and you stay in that relationship, you need to seek therapy. Seek therapy. Tahisha, what up? That's what I'm talking about. Seek therapy. Enjoying the jazz. Um, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go through a few things today. So, for some reason, whatever reason it is, man, every time I put a certain type of video that goes semi-viral. What up, Jazz? How you doing, Queen? Every time I put if somebody could share this in the Ghost Squad, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. Um, Something that may be deemed controversial or semi-controversial. I'm gonna tell you something. That is letting you know that you are on the pulse of something. Whenever you can agitate a few idiots, you know that you are on the pulse of something. So anytime I put up a post like a short or a reel, literally it's a sound bite, y'all. It'll and it goes to like 1,000 or whatever, 1,000 people. I start getting the nastiest comments. And I wanted to tell this to anybody that is building a personal brand. Please listen closely. I'm telling you from experience. You probably, if you watch anybody with a pretty decent audience, they're all going through this, and you will go through this also. So I'm not trying to shelter it, hide it, and say all the good shit. I want to give you the bad and the ugly as well. When you start building your personal brand and start becoming more and more of a public figure, and you do public speaking, and you're doing podcasts, and you're doing interviews and shows and stuff like that, I don't know where the fuck these haters come from, man. They come out of nowhere. I literally had a hater from China. The dude is in China. I don't know if this nigga wrote wrote it and then hit a translate button to American speech. I don't know what the fuck he did, but he got at me, right. I'm like, okay, well, this is supposed to happen. So that is why it's important that you celebrate your wins, because the more and more that you continue to move into the public eye like that, man. See, I don't talk gangster talk. I don't talk about shooting. I don't talk about drugs only in a comedic form or whatever. So I don't have to go outside looking over my shoulder thinking an op is trying to shoot me. So I ain't got to worry about that type of attention. because that's not my thing. I don't have a gossip channel. You know what I mean? So you have the ability, although the haters come and they're going to come to you regardless, at least craft out your personal brand to what is true to you. Not I personally wouldn't suggest creating an entire uh different personality for being in front of the camera because you might lose yourself. You just might lose the real person that you are. Listen, I've been in show business for a pretty long time. I've seen it happen. Fame, like Jay-Z said, fame is more powerful than heroin. It is a very delicate matter to play with, man. So if you start creating a brand and a persona of a certain, you better hope that you can keep up with it. For all my people that are creating personal brands, if you're going to be creating a personal brand, make sure that it is something that is true to you and you can keep up with it. That's 100% correct, Gina. You got to be yourself and be authentic. Because one day you go walk into the mirror and you have the camera on you all the time, you're going to look in the mirror and you won't know if it's you or the damn character that's looking at you. Many artists go through identity crisis because they have, let's say you started off as a young rapper or something, and then, or young musician, I'll say that. And your views of how you were as a young musician changes over time, but they still want you to perform as if you're that young musician. So there becomes this conflict within yourself. That's why you see a lot of these celebrities go nuts, man. They start drinking a lot. They start doing drugs. You start seeing them do wild shit. It's because there's a conflict of who they truly are and their real authentic self and this character that they created. So if you create a character for your business brand. But if you're doing a personal brand, you better be true to you. Because when these haters come at you and they start talking mad smack, if you stand on, if you 10 toes down, they can't move you because you standing in your truth. But if you created a character that can't back up what its claims are, they're gonna they're gonna destroy you. They're gonna rip your personal brand apart. And we live in a day now where somebody from your audience may have a bigger audience than you. And now they post up all kind of blogs and stuff like that, trying to tarnish your personal brand because you went in this game 1 foot in, 1 foot on a banana peel. See, the reason why I'm talking about building up your personal brand right now is because as we're entering 2024, uh, more of you guys are going to be doing more YouTube videos, Instagram lives, Facebook lives, because that is your number one way right now to promote your products and services without paying anything. It's like a free media promotional channel. Capitalize off of that. Sell your product. My old coach of mine, like MySpace days, back then in MySpace, told me there are two people that use social media, and he said business people and losers. And this was around MySpace. This wasn't nowhere near. Facebook and Instagram. They didn't even come on the scene yet. It was like business people and losers because they understood that though there are two different type of lenses that you can have when you enter social media. You can go in there and say, "Hey, I'm gonna go on social media and look at a bunch of different recipes for food." Now, if you cook it for yourself and you cook it for your family, it served this purpose. But there are a lot of people on social media that just scroll and browse, scroll and browse, scroll and browse. And what social media understood is that we have a captured audience. We have an isolated, captured audience on our platform. We are going to sell advertising. Look at Instagram, Facebook, Twitter as your billboards. There are two types of billboards: still image, and then you have the video billboards, electronic ones. Decide how you're going to do it. Are you going to do a still post or are you going to do a video or do both? But these social media sites, the way I view them, they're just they're just ways of me accelerating my brand and my business much quicker. They're just billboards to me. Are you using social media to build your brand? Because if you're using it as a business owner, you don't care how many times you post. The only time you're going to care about posting a lot is if it's attached to your personal brand. But if you treat your personal brand as a company as well, like I'm not a business, I'm a businessman. You post 3, 4, 5 times a year. I mean, a day. 3, 4, 5 times a day. But I'd be happy if you just do it once a day with one in the chamber. Social media is a crucial part in your business. Listen, I don't use social media like most people. I use it to generate money, period. And if I have to partner up with different people on social media to do that, I'm going to do that. But the goal stays the same. There are billions of people that I think Facebook have over 1 billion people on their platform. Cha-ching. These people are isolated. Advertising space is crazy cheap. What are you like? What are you doing? What are you doing with that extra $50 you got? Hmm? Instead of it sitting in your pocket, throw that shit in a couple of ads, man. Throw it in a couple of ads. You don't know how to do it? Learn how to do it. Because in business, it don't matter what type of business that you're in. There's two things that you're gonna need: customers and sales, dude. You know why some of these people are on the in the music industry last the longest? It's because they were producers as well as artists, i.e., a Kanye West. He produces his own music. He knows that the number one thing that I'm going to need in my music career is a studio. I need studio equipment all the time. Pharrell, same thing. If I'm going to succeed in business, yeah, yeah, guy, but you know it though, London. London said I hate sales. You hate it, but you know how to do it. Did you not have to learn how to do it? Your business wouldn't be where it's at if London didn't take charge of the sales department. Let's be honest, brother. I hope you guys are sipping on a nice brew or a nice cocktail. I got my rum. I'm enjoying myself this New Year's Eve with the family here. But yeah, no, I understand. Uh, London sales ain't for everybody, brother. But you have to learn the concepts because once you bring on sales teams, let's say you hate it so much that you got to hire somebody. How would you know if you're hiring the right person? Because that person's a salesperson. So that person's already coming through the door. Persuasion. Got persuasion on the jacket. Got persuasion cologne on for the job interview. That salesperson will sell you right out of your position. No, I know, bro. I know. London sales skills is remarkable. Remarkable. I've seen it for myself. I've seen it for myself. He will turn a $100 offer into a $4,300 offer and get the sale. Fuck with him. He's the truth. You got to be around the cats that are really doing this thing, man. You got to be around the cats that are really doing this damn thing. You want to be around a bunch of sheeps or a bunch of lions, man. What I teach in the notary cash flow, that's savage work. Like we get to it. We are unapologetically um after the money. 100%. There's like no apology. Like, don't take my course then. It's in the book. It says notary cash flow. It's in the name. That's what we go after. So I learned it from the best. Hey, bro, we learn off each other. We learn off each other, brother, because you put me on the stuff that is just mind blowing. And oh yeah, put your handle in there. Follow Mr. London if you want to get that business credit right. You want to access some business funding? See, these are people we bring on the show. Heavy hitters, man. I do the notary war room for free, y'all. I don't get paid for that whatsoever. I bring these guests on the show. It's because I vetted them out for one. I know they legit, but they bring a fresh new perspective on the way to handle our business our way. Something that is how can I say, it flows with our culture. That makes sense. We listen. I just saw the studies today. We have now hit record high of we have a 1.6 trillion dollar uh, whatever they call that, revenue that goes through the black community. 1.6 trillion spending power. That's what it is. 1.6 trillion dollars in spending power in the black community. Okay. So, what did that tell you? That we are very good at spending money. We have no problems with that. We have mastered that. They said our net worth has gone down. Okay. That's to me, that's an easy fix. That's an easy fix that only entrepreneurs can do. We just have to produce and create more products. We have to produce and create more products. We obviously got the. We obviously have no problem being consumers. We obviously have no problem spending money. Let's just create more opportunities for the African American community to spend more money with us. And the only way you could do that, you have to create more offers. London said it's all about budget. Keeping money is essential. Yes. Jazz said, yes, the money is out here for the taking. Yeah, so much of it. It's you should see every day you walk out. Matter of fact, in your house, you should see that shit just raining. Every day it's raining money because it is. You haven't created enough products. You haven't made enough offers to people. You're still obscure, still playing behind the scenes, behind the curtain. You won't come up to the forefront because you're going to be the very best salesperson for your business and your product. Once you become that, then you train other people to sell the hell out of your product. But you got to get behind the shadows. If you're always behind the shadow, I mean, like, well, we live in an AI time right now. We do live in an AI time right now where you can create videos without showing your face whatsoever, and it'll look fresh and have AI create. So that tells you there's no fucking excuses. There's no excuses why you shouldn't be out here like that. Like we outside every day. Every day, your business need to be outside. You don't have to be outside every day, but your business better be outside every day. I'm gonna repeat that. You don't have to be outside every day, but your business better be outside every day. Saturdays, Sundays, Easter, no days off for your business. None. If your business have days off, you're losing money. So I'll give you a solution to that. How do you pick up the money that you're losing? Create a product that works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for you. That's how you solve that problem. Create a product that sells 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for you. That could be an ebook, a digital download, a digital class, something, dude. Come on, man. We are we in this new century 2024 coming up, man, and you're not tying in technology like bugging. Oh, damn technology, it'll be the death of man. Fuck out of here, dude. I'm trying to make bread. I'm trying to make this money. And I want to make it as easy as possible. AI came out, well, it's been out for a while, but it really hit the mainstream 2023. People lost their mind. Chat GPT AI. Listen, I just saw an article, Wall Street Journal yesterday, said that Google is planning to lay off 30,000 people next year. You heard that number? 30,000 people next year. Why? Because they're incorporating AI in more and more situations. You got to move different, fam. I ain't saying you got to be a dolphin. I'm not saying you got to be a goldfish. I'm saying be a shark, be an orca, be a killer whale. If you go swim in this water, you might as well be the biggest baddest mofo that you can be in whatever area you play. If you can't be number one, you better find a way to be number one. Whether you offer something different than what the competition is offering, but you better strive for number one spot, whatever that means to you. But you don't want to be chasing nobody. Do something in the industry that you're in to be a pioneer. So people could really, really rock with you, man. You want people to really rock with you. Like, I love organic growth. I could pay for advertising and blow up my Rods of the Smart Notary book, and I've done that a couple of times. But I've noticed that my organic growth, man, we thick as thieves. We move like G Unit for real. Like we move. It's crazy, and that's from organic growth because we connected on a whole different level. That's what I'm talking about, Gina. She said definitely cooking up something real soon. This is what, if you have people that are dragging you down, that are pulling on your coat, not not in a way where, hey, pull me up and then I'll start walking, but let me just keep pulling on your coat and slowing you down, and let me see how much I can mooch off of you, and do, yeah, I gotta stop that. It's affecting you. It's affecting you like it would affect anyone else on this planet. We're all emotional beings. These cats that are wearing you out and that you out after you get off the phone call with them, your energy is drained. There's a reason why, man. You feel that way. You got to go to sleep after talking to that person. You got to take a nap because that person is a vampire, an energy sucker. You can't be going into New Year with those type of people. Anytime I talk to my student, I talk to my team or whatever, and I say, if there's if if a notary doesn't follow what we ask them to do in our operation, because we're not going to change our culture of the company for one person. If they're giving us more of a hard time than us running efficiently, we get rid of them immediately. There's like no playing around with it. Is like we're not conversating, we're not going back and forth, we're not gonna try to find a solution. You're gone. You gotta go. Self-care, very important. Very, very important. Trust me, 2023 wasn't the easiest health thing for me. But I tell you one thing, it was me working out that allowed me to avoid some certain complications that I could have had. Let's just say that. It was me going to the gym every single day, getting on that treadmill for 30 minutes. That's why I love it when I see videos of you guys working out. I seen Dominique working out. Andre Hatchett's a beast with it right now. Tech be working out on the video. I love seeing that. I love seeing my people get into better health. It don't take that long for you to get into better health. 30 minutes. That's all you really need. I worked at the health club for 10 years. I know. I've seen it. You don't need to be in a health club that long. Matter of fact, you don't even need to be in a health club at all. Let's talk about that. Is there a ground or floor where you live? I would hope so because otherwise you'd be flying right now. So if there's a ground or floor where you live, you can do push-ups. Okay? Do 5 or 10 of them a day. Just start. Just do something, nigga. You could do push-ups. You could do burpees. You could do sit-ups. You could do stretching. You could do yoga. And that's just with the ground. Okay, working out ain't your thing. You better do something for that health. You better get your ass a juicer, make some smoothies, replace something in your diet or in your it shouldn't even be called diet because diets are so temporary in your lifestyle. I'll say that. Okay. So now we talked about business, we talked about health. What's another huge thing on people's menu? Relationships. That's right, Dina. Walking, running, ride a bike, do something for your health, yo. You could, and then you know what's great about it? You could start that today. How about that? You could get on the floor right now and give yourself 5, 10 push-ups. Get that out the way. Your legs are probably your arms will probably be shaking and all of this other stuff. Hey, what up, Dawn? What up, Queen? So what? I bet you if you do that for a week, your arms won't be shaking no more. After 3 weeks, you start seeing some definition, huh? After the 6th week, you start walking in your house different. You got 6 weeks of push-ups. I promise you, you'll walk different, you'll feel different, you think different. Exercising is delayed gratification. It goes hand in hand with business. Exercising takes discipline. So does business. There's a direct correlation with exercise, health, fitness, with business. Hmm? Discipline, delayed gratification, results. I'm just using some terms that we use in the health club industry as well as business. Assessment, hmm? Ratio, muscle to fat ratio, profit to loss ratio, doing something that may hurt, lifting weights to see the results that you want to get. That could be hiring, that could be doing sales, something you dislike to still get to the results. Being focused, it brings you clarity. Get into a workout regimen, man. Like, tell yourself this year you're going to walk around the block just starting. I'm going to walk around the block, or I'm going to do 10 jumping jacks a day. I'll start low and then I'll increase it then. Check with your physician. But it doesn't hurt you. It can only help you. It increases the clarity, especially if you're doing cardio. I guarantee you, if you start walking, riding your bike, doing any type of cardiovascular exercise, the clarity in your mind is going to be astonishing. You'll come up with your best ideas. What I would suggest is getting a notepad and a pen and carrying that shit with you, or record yourself on your phone, because your best ideas will come through cardiovascular. That blood get the flowing, the heart get the blowing, your mind gets to going. It's magic time. Magic. Okay, let's go into finance. What are you going to do differently to get your finances right? I know what I'm gonna do. I got to tie up into this business credit thing. I got to. I got to tap into this business credit, and I got one of the best people that I can reach out and call on the phone, which is London Dagans. You guys need to follow him. What are some of your goals for the new year? Tell me what some of your goals are. Type it in the chat. What are some of your goals for the new year? Give me a good solid 2. A good solid 2. Solid. I ain't talking about that iffy one, like I would like. No. We don't want that. I want to hear the one that has been nailed down. That's in the concrete. It's in the mixture. There's no way I'm not going after this for the entire year. What is that? What does that look like to you? Dream, baby, dream again. As we got older, a lot of us stopped dreaming. And make it big and audacious. Don't give me the little rinky dink one. I want to hear some big, audacious goals, man. You might surprise yourself. You might have realized that you've been dreaming too small. Type in a big, audacious, a dream so big that your haters will do what they do best. Hate. Over here, we go congratulate. We're going to congratulate over here. Is it growth? Is it love? Heck, what up, brother? So before we tap into the finance side, relationship. And by the way, this might cut off on Instagram. Just jump on YouTube and you'll be able to tap into this broadcast live. We're doing it live on YouTube as well. Relationship. Are you happy with your relationship? Quick status on my relationship. Married 17 years. I love my wife more now than I did when I first met her. Truly have become my best friend. My goal, relationship-wise, is to keep a smile on her face as long as I can. If I could keep her smiling and laughing and enjoying life 24 hours a day, that is my goal. All right, Dawn, appreciate that. Jumping on YouTube now. Yeah, because I want to pull up your comments. You guys got great comments and suggestions. But StreamYard doesn't let me do that. So YouTube, I'm able to do that. Once you guys leave and go on YouTube, that helps with a myriad of things. Um, what up? Yeah, so relationship wise, just keep the biggest smile and biggest grin and just continue to bring as much happiness to my wife as possible. That is my number one goal in being in a relationship. What is your goal in being in a relationship? By the way, something that I'm very excited about. Me and my wife was talking about this in the hospital while we were seeing our newborn baby. She uh, and I will be doing a podcast together, a show together. We will be doing a show together. I'm really excited about that. The name of the show is going to be called The Pulse. The Pulse. Um, yeah, we're going to be doing a show. And by the way, my Haitian rum has kicked in. Your boy feeling mad nice. You know what I mean? Your boy feeling nice. Uh, thank you, Don. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Um, yeah, we're going to be rolling our show out, and we're going to be talking about relationships. We're going to be talking about different type of things. But I would love to know what you guys goals are in your relationship. Is it to find new love? Is it being a more understanding or a better communicator? Now, see, this might not resonate with people that are single, uh, but people that are looking for relationships or are in a relationship. This shit will resonate really, really well. Um, what is your goal for your relationship? To travel more, to have a deeper connection with your spouse? What does that look like? Type it in the chat and I can bring it up. Okay, Jasmine said, my husband and I will also be doing a YouTube. Oh, I love it. I love that. I love it. Jazz, that's great news. I love that. The husband, the whole couple thing is incredibly influential, incredibly interesting to a lot of people that are living that lifestyle, which is a lot of America. They look for that type of unity. That's why a lot of us go on double dates, which I don't do the double date married shit. Ain't my thing. But when you look at the premise of a double date, yes, it's great to have company and shit like that. But you're looking to see how that person treats their spouse compared to the situation that you have going on. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're kind of like going like, all right, I like how he opens the door for her or he pulls her seat before she has to sit down. Why don't you do more of that? I never liked that situation. It always feels like I'm walking in a trap because this nigga might go home and he's whipping on his wife and shit, or his wife is whipping on him. And on the outside, the relationship looks fucking fantastic. Nah. Yeah, I'm not going. So in this new show, uh, I Yeah, Jasmine, that's fantastic. Congratulations on that. This new show, I know me and my wife, I have quite a few disagreements on things, uh, but that's natural with a relationship. You know what I mean? That's just something that happens in a relationship. Disagreements are going to happen. Disagreements are going to happen. There are people in relationships right now that they know their spouse is cheating on them, and they continue to stay on there. There's different levels of this shit. And I'm actually excited to, to speak on the relationship side of things. Because I have a East Coast mentality of what relationships look like. Like I kind of try to surround myself with guys that are romantic with their wives, like Tech and London. Those two guys are romantics with their wife. So I learned from them. But I come from a East Coast Timberland boot, bubble jacket type. You know what I mean? Yo, yo, I come from a yo son. Yo, listen to me. I still hear these cats in my head. I still hear them. I wish I had. I wish I had someone that was a romantic. Truth be told, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish I knew somebody that was. I I had a mentor that was romantic, but I grew up around pimps and gangster niggas and shit. Them niggas are not romantic at all. At all. Oh my god. Uh, will the show be audio only? I It'll be a hybrid of everything, bro. I'll be a little bit of everything. No restrictions, man. That's the great thing, right? About being a business owner. You create the canvas, whatever you want that canvas to look like. Yeah. You said you're gonna work on not being sick. So Gina says that she's gonna work on not being single. Also, widowhood is for the birds. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, man. Oh, oh my God. Like I love my wife to death. Like I don't even want to really imagine doing things without her. Right? That's truth. Um, yeah, it got to be rough to get back into the dating world, right? Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's not as tough. Maybe it's like it'll take a little more effort to get into some meaningful relationships. Like you ain't don't expect to find your next husband in the neighborhood bar and shit. You know what I mean? Might take a little more effort on your end to be where those eligible men are. Let me see. Let me see. We got some great comments here. Said I love the East Coast fitted Tim's jeans type. I don't, yeah. I am. Listen, you. I don't even know what they would call a guy like me doing in relationships. I'm definitely not a romantic, but I love a good time. I love to have fun. Uh, r- Mr. Romance, not me though. Like I don't even really like R&B music and shit. I don't even like R&B. Couple of songs, but not like that. Like I can't listen to R&B and clean the house type shit. You know, I'm not that dude. I'm listening to Wu Tang. I'm listening to Wu Tang Clan, cleaning the house. And my because of my nightclub days, I listen to some house music or some techno. I'm that type of dude. I don't know what kind of dude you would even. But one thing for sure, I'm not romantic. So the relationship side is, what would you do this year that is going to improve your relationship? What have you noticed from last year that you could bring into this new year that it will improve your relationship? Yeah, no, you ain't never lied, Gina. Hold on. I'm gonna bring that comment back up. You ain't never lied. That's that Mary J and Method Man love. Yeah. That one. That one. I gotta love Joe for your body and your skin tone. Yeah, I'm that on the roof. Running from the cops. I got that type of love. Ah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Let's see some of these comments, man. Respectfully, Tiger. You're not here in these streets dating. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm not in these streets dating. I couldn't imagine the dating world right now, man. I've been disconnected from that dating world for a minute. um, Tell me about it. What are these dating streets looking like lately? Put me on the game. Tech said he's listening to R&B and cleaning the house right now. See, I ain't that dude. I couldn't do it, dude. I couldn't do that one, man. That one's rough, man. That one's rough. I'll start looking at the broom differently and shit. You know what I mean? Broom looking like a girl. I'm dancing and I'm two stepping with the broom. I don't know, Tech. I don't know, fam. But like I said, I I I I am intentionally trying to change the way I look at romance because where the at time and era that I grew up, they did not value romance. If that makes sense, it's just the truth, y'all. It's just the truth. They didn't value romance. There was I lived by a certain code. Yeah, I've listened to Apache. I need a gangster chick. Yeah. Now she ain't holding no gun for me. Matter of fact, my wife is so stern with it. She said, "You ever get locked up, nigga? You're on your own. I'm gonna be in the jail cell singing that Patti LaBelle shit. I'm on my own. Yeah, this shit is wild." But she keep me on the straight and narrow though. Oh my gosh. But yeah, now Tech, you've been married for a while. Um, Dawn, you've been married for a while. What's the secret to a long lasting relationship? At least give one. There's many. There's many. Um, I'm going to say it's going to be two: patience and understanding. Patience and understanding. Um, because those things helped out my marriage. There was the time we had separated. Where it was terrible. It was horrible. We separated almost a year. My whole equilibrium was off. That's how I knew she was. I gave her my rib for real. But um, I realized I had to have tremendous patience, and I had to understand that a person just may look at the world differently than I do. They're, they 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 view the world differently. Now we view each other lovingly, but our views on life can be very, very different. It could be from, you know, upbringing. It could be from one person coming from a two parent household, and the other one comes from a single family household. We view the world differently. So having that understanding was was um was huge. Tech said patience and understanding, a very good one. Yep. Um, Jasmine said having common goals and dreams and working towards them. That that's a plus. That's a plus. I would say, Jazz, because um, if you guys not only are best friends and you're in love with each other, right? Respect and everything, and you can roll out a business. That's like a gold medallion. That's like number one in the Olympics. It's like there's nothing we can't conquer together. That one is huge. And that's why I'm so excited about me and my wife actually rolling out a show together because we've never in 17 years rolled out any projects together. So the fact that she was willing to do this is like monumental. I was like, okay, well, there's nothing that's gonna slow this freight train down. Uh, Willing to weather the fight, the storms that come with marriage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Willing to weather and fight the storms that come with the marriage because they come. The challenges come, fam. See, when you're dating, it's easy to just back out because you'd be like, I'm just dating. I ain't got no ties with this person like that. You're like, so I'm out, and you bounce. But when you married, man, if your spouse is going through a fight, nigga, you going through the spouse too. You going through that fight too. Same thing with the chicks. If he's going through a fight mentally, spiritually, financially, you in that fight too. You better clip up. Leave no, don't leave your man behind, and don't leave your woman behind. You don't keep running. You clip up. You go back. Secure the quarters, nigga. Read through some of these comments, man. Y'all got some great stuff on here. Yes, be willing to accept each other's differences. Yes, yeah. Because heck, look, man, if they say men are from Mars and women are from Venus, that means we're on two different planets. There's a lot of differences. It's not like she's on a different block and I'm on this block. No, she's from a whole different planet, my dude. That's what they're trying to say. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. She's on a whole different planet. She's an alien. You're an alien to her. She's an alien to you. You're gonna have to learn her. Oh, I would. Here's the thing, right? When I when I was like being an entrepreneur, I used to figure that everybody wanted to be entrepreneur. That was the ultimate freedom and shit, right? No, that's not the case. So the first person I tried to indoctrinate was my wife. I tried to get her to start all kind of businesses, and now at the time she was a teacher, so I was pushing her and pushing her. I was like, but she was cool with where she was at. It wasn't her time to think about being an entrepreneur at that time. So our differences clashed. I wanted her to be an entrepreneur. She was like, nah, I don't want to be an entrepreneur right now. And I would look at certain situations like, you're just not supportive. That's not the case. I'm letting you know that's not the case. It's that just because it's your season doesn't make it someone else's season. Just like consciousness, you become conscious on at the time that you're in whatever you're going through, whatever life situation that's pushing you or pulling you. When you come into consciousness, that's your time. So I stopped I stopped pushing entrepreneurship on my wife. Boy, did I tell you, it took off so much stress and anxiety. So much stress and so like I know in the music industry, uh, a lot of the artists would be like, this person doesn't support my career. And when I hear that, I just say, nigga, move around. Let your wife be your wife. She's not interested in the type of business that you're rolling out. You have something going for yourself. You got a winning relationship and it's going well. She just doesn't support. She's not interested in business. Don't force that shit on her. If she's not interested in that, you want to take culinary classes. Well, don't force it on her and be like he or she is not supporting me. They just don't prioritize it as much as you do. So move around, nigga. Find something else. All right, let's see what Tech got to say here. The secret to a long-lasting marriage: there is, there's no wrong she can do in my eyes. It's unconditional. See, that's why he wanted my the romance coaches and shit. He got things like this. Um, I'm rooting for everybody who's happy. Awesome, Dawn. Yeah, damn, I missed a lot. Let's see what this one says. My wife could clip somebody, and I wouldn't even ask why. Yo, truth be told, though, man, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, man. But I think if I committed a crime, man, my wife would turn me in, fam. I think she'd call the feds on the kid, man. He's in Guantanamo Bay. Motherfucker's in Mexico. He's in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I don't know. I don't want to find out either. So I don't tell everything. Do you think people have been taught how to love a woman or a man? Nope. I think we have some good podcasts out there that show the dynamic of relationship. And if they can help one person, that's enough for me. But there's a lot of bitter men and there's a lot of bitter women uh from that are just They were in some nasty ass relationships. It ended really badly. And again, that's the problem. I guess it's okay to see it from different angles, but they spew out a certain type of hate, which I personally don't agree with men spewing out hate towards women. That ain't my thing. Um, like bashing them, even in hip hop music, I don't like it. I don't like uh, that type of media. But I think if we have more people in relationships speaking on how they're able to keep relationships going and how productive and different tips and strategies and how to spice up your love life and stuff like that, um, it will give people a lot more options. Sometimes we just don't know the options that are out there, or we haven't been exposed to it, right? So a person living on the block and shit, they'll look at it as, man, the only thing I could do to get out of this ghetto, this block, is to sell drugs or be really good in sports. But if somebody else shows them a really good way of doing that shit, they'll bounce. I hope that answers the question, brother. But yeah, I want to bring on, on the show. We'll bring on some couples. We'll talk about some relationship stuff that they do that keeps them going, because it's a cornerstone, man. I love it. I told my wife, I was like, even if we divorce, I'll get married again. I fucking love being married. Let's see some of these comments. So Gina said the toxicity is at a 10 right now in the dating world. What part? The narcissism side of it? Let me tell you a little bit about myself. And after that, I'll tell you a little bit more about myself. And then once I'm done with that, we can eat. And then I'll tell you a little more about myself. God damn. And for dessert, we'll have a little more about myself. Dawn said, one day I'd love to tell my story. Shaking my head. Keep in mind, no two relationships are alike, no matter if it's good or bad. That's absolutely right. That's why I'd love to get different opinions on any subject, because there's no one dimensional way of looking at something. Like, some of my tactics might work because I'm 6'3". If you was a 5'2" nigga, it might not work for you, fam. Some of my tactics might not work. I'm a dude from the East Coast. I talk different. I move different. That shit might not work for a West Coast girl like that. Let's see. What else we got on here? He said, "How many compliments do you give your wife daily? Can you overdo it?" That's a great one. That's a great one. Um, and see, I never even thought about measuring that, but I do have a number of how many times I compliment my wife. I'll at least compliment her at least 2 or 3 times a day, minimum. Minimum 2, 3 times a day. That's a great question. Facts down. Let's see. It says yes. Dawn said, "I'd love to hear your story." On what, Don? Like what part? Like I got 17 years in, fam. Um, I purposely got my girlfriend at the time pregnant because I knew I was gonna marry her ass. She might have not known that I was gonna marry her, but I had to solidify the deal with a baby. That part, I love someone with. Yeah, 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 Don. Actually, Don, I'm 6 foot 3.5. I need that half in there. Um, so yes, I compliment two minimum every morning, but it became obvious if you overdo it. Huh? Ain't that something? You can overdo that, right? You can overdo compliments. Damn, girl, you you fitting them sweats like a glove. Compliment, right? All right. She takes the first one. Damn, babe, looking hot as fuck tonight. Second compliment, right? But you double those and then double it again and be like, all right, all right, all right, I get it. Oh shit. This New Year's Eve, y'all. Have some fun, man. Pop a bottle, eat an edible, smoke some weed, smoke a cigarette, drink some yak, do what you do. Uh, it said no tech. Damn, let me see. No tech said he'd love to hear my story. Lord, run hit. Go ahead, come on, Don. Say some stuff. I'd love to hear it. Compliment, cooking, then skin. Yeah. Hopefully, I can call it. So I'll say this: being in a relationship, depending depending what you deem as a good or great relationship. I wrote my shit down. I wrote it down of what I consider to be a great relationship. I wrote down the avatar, like just in business, just like in business, right? What my ideal spouse would have, meaning being close with family. Um, it could be having a college education. I wrote down everything. I even wrote down her height, complexion, um, all that shit. And I don't know, man. There's something magical that happens when you write things down. I understand why a lot of people journal because when you write it down, like subconsciously, it does something and it starts to attract that. It's that law of attraction, and you're bringing it to you through your journaling. So I did that, and sure enough, man, when the situation presented itself, I was selling her windows. She was just an appointment. She was an appointment. Uh, I went in. She had a nice house. She, I measured the windows, and we were talking. We were just conversating throughout the tour, and then I was like, man, this girl is kind of cool. And like, this was the first sister I dated in Chicago, And the first time, I was like, she's cool. I got the sale. I kept it pushing. I'm gonna be honest. I kept it pushing. I was like, all right, I made the sale. Cool girl. If we ever connect on some other, on level, then yeah, I'll pursue it. But I wasn't really actively pursuing it. I was like, you know what, you're a girl that I could see myself with. It was one of them situations, right? So um, I made a mistake on the contract, and I had to come back to redo the contract. And I kid you not, I don't know if like she set me up or some shit, but when I met with her, she was looking like fucking Vanessa Williams. She was like, the first time I met her, she didn't look like that. The second time I met her, she was like my jaw dropped. I was like, wait a minute. And so her looks just got me. And I was like, all right, I connected with you on an intellectual level. Now I want to, and now you're, you know, mad fine with it too. Game on. And I wound up taking her out that same night, and we haven't been separated since. Besides that separation that we had, but yeah, and that separation happened because we let too many outsiders in our relationship. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm gonna keep it all the way real with y'all. We let outsiders in our relationship talking shit, and they were single. Ain't that fucking crazy? All of them were single, and they're single now, but they were giving mad opinions about the relationship and how it should go and what it should look like, and they weren't even in relationships. But boy, if there's a principle that you follow, that's one of them. Don't let outsiders into your relationship. That shit is true. If you have somebody on the side that just listen to your story, even though the situation may seem like you're taking an L or whatever, that's cool too. But that person that you have shouldn't really be should only be a listening ear. That makes sense? That person should be just a listening ear. Like, yo, I need to vent. Let me vent about this situation that's going on. If you need to talk to somebody, if you're one of them cats that can rationalize that shit yourself, more power to you. Do that. But keep outsiders out of your shit. They will fuck your shit up. Promise you. And then your girl will be right back in the dusty ass clubs with the rest of them bitches and be like, I didn't want this. I did not want this. I wanted to be in a relationship. I had a great relationship. I listened to you. Nah, you don't want that. You don't want that one. Single people, text says, great reflection. Single people will compromise your marriage. Man, listen, I was separated for almost a year because of that shit, bro. Almost an entire year because single people were making comments and they, had the ear. And this was my fault too. Like a single person had my ear telling me some shit and giving me single man advice. The person was giving me single man advice, which sounded great because when I was single, I actually acted that on that advice. So it was very familiar for me. It was very familiar for me to be like identify with that, be like, yeah, you motherfucker right. And guys with their testosterones and ego and yeah, fuck that. You gotta make this motherfucker work. Gotta go back to the club, get a couple of these bitches and shit. You know what I mean? Like it be some dumb shit. When niggas when niggas is in their feelings, when men are in their feelings, they do dumb shit. And whoever has their ear will perpetuate that dumb shit. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, you're right, Gina. You need to speak with like-minded people. Speak with like-minded people. If you married, yay, fam, your circle got to change, man. You're gonna have to get around a couple of other married people, man, just to know how to navigate this business arrangement, this love business relationship that you guys have. It's heavy. I ain't saying copy what they do. I'm just saying, like, if they give some good suggestions on what they do in their marriage and they had a long lasting marriage, that's some solid advice. Gina said, cheaper to keep her. I don't know. I'm just going to keep her. I don't know. Uh, Might as well single man advice. Yeah, single man advice, man. That's a thing. That's a thing, fam. And there's a single girl advice, you know, because it's their perception of a situation. And if your perception is coming and you are single, you can only deliver like confidently deliver the message from what you're experiencing at that moment. If I've never been married, I I can't tell you how to have a successful marriage. I can't. I could tell you an article I read about how to have a successful marriage, but if I've never been married before, I can't tell you what it takes to have a successful marriage. Fuck no. You draw the line in the sand with that one. You stay on that side. Now, married people um, can talk about marriage, but talking about how the dating world is right now, nigga, sit your ass down. You can't talk about the fucking dating world right now. You're not in it. You are not in it. You could say what you would have done back in the 90s before there were BBLs, nigga. No. Some of your tactics might not work no more, man. Nah, man, you got to go up to her with a ice cream cone with sprinkles. Get your grandfather IU ass out of here, man. They ain't trying to hear that shit. Oh my god. Ah, if they yeah, if they were never married, shut the fuck up. That's right, Gina. If they were never married, shut the fuck up. So it's listen, man, it's like amateurs to pros. Amateurs to pros. That's the ultimate relationship. Marriage is the ultimate relationship. Everything that you're dating, if you can find out in one person, that's you won. Ding ding ding, like game over. You won. I got a buddy right now going through a divorce. Ugly. to pay alimony. I'm going to pay child support. And she cheated. She cheated. And he don't want that. He didn't want the divorce at all. But she checked out. What you gonna do? One person fighting over a relationship, that shit ain't gonna work. The only reason why me and my wife got back together is because we both fought for the relationship. But if it was just me fighting and she didn't give a shit, it would have died. If she was fighting and I didn't give a shit, it would have died. Yeah, they can't speak on what they don't know. You're right. What up, fingerprinting guru? What up, fam? Appreciate you guys, man. Happy New Year's Eve again. Happy New Year's Eve. Pop a bottle, eat your edibles, smoke your weed, have a cocktail, spark your cigar, do your thing. No judgment zone. We all family here. You said 25th year of marriage upcoming. Congrats. Amazing. 25 years. Oh yeah, I'm gonna see them numbers. I'm gonna see those numbers, fingerprinting guru. 100%. Because I'll go, I'll smack the devil and everybody else before I let my relationship go like that. Nah, it's real. It's real. Congrats on that one. 25th, 25 years. Look, I've been married for 17 years. It does not even feel like it at all. I feel like it because we're both evolving. Because me and my wife are always evolving. It's always I'm meeting a new person. She's always educating herself, doing things to better herself. So I get to meet a new person. See, sometimes, and I'm speaking from a male's perspective. Your vision may be blurred, fellas. You're looking to other girls when your girl has many different looks and many different aspects, many different dimensions that that will look amazing to you if you just take the time. My wife is like a if she gets her hair done a certain way, she's a different chick. If she accomplishes a certain goal or she's after a certain goal, she's a different chick. Like your wife, your girlfriend could be many different people. I don't have to cheat. She, there's- she has like fucking different people she could introduce me to, which it's her. If that makes sense. I don't know if that even makes sense. But she's what I'm trying to say is that she's not one dimensional. So it never feels like I'm with the same boring old shit all the time. And that's mainly because she loves herself. So I'm gonna bring that back to you, ladies. That's mainly because she loves herself. She loves herself enough that where she can reinvent herself and be comfortable with it, which makes me even more attracted to her. Confidence is a motherfucker. Confidence is very appealing. Very appealing. Vulnerability is connection. I remember there was a time, man. I was dating this Italian chick at the time, and I was just going through. I was having one of them moments. I was having a moment. I was in my studio apartment, north side of Chicago. Uh, it was a summer night, and then she, I remember I was listening to the Ghostface Killer song of him. All that I wanted was you. The one with Mary J. Blige, right? And I started crying and shit. Like I'm in a different state. My mom died. My uncle died. I'm like, I'm in a moment. And do you know that she heard me and didn't reach out or console me? She even mentioned it in a joking way. When that happened, I realized that she got to go. You got to go. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That song hit. Um if you can be vulnerable with a person and they step all over that shit, woo, red flag, red flag. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when it come for you? Red flag. That's right, that ghost face. Marriage and long-term relationships. What would be a red flag? Let me ask you guys. What would be a red flag for you? Now, see, being married, I'll say that it gives you an incredible insight on what you just ain't going for. You have a certain standard um, when it comes to the relationships. What would be a red flag for you? And I think this will be great for somebody that might be single listening to this and be like, you know what? I never considered that to be a red flag. But Tech, Jazz, what Gina, you married as well. Dawn, what do you guys consider to be a red flag if a potential mate is courting you? And I think we all could agree, uh, them showing any type of physical threatening nature towards you is a no. So we can get that out the way. We won't say it have to be something physical. That's not acceptable on no levels. Red flag, gentlemen, fellas, if you are if you're looking if you're courting a young lady and she tells you that no, okay, let's paint the because I see this a lot, and I think this is something that young fellas can avoid and possibly avoid getting killed. If you're dating a young woman with children and she tells you that her baby daddy is locked up and this nigga's crazy, exit the relationship. I'm gonna save somebody a life off of this one. Exit the relationship. If this dude, if you're this girl that you rocking with has a child and she says her man is locked up and he's crazy, like she tells you he's crazy. Do not put on your cape and tights and say, I'm gonna save this chick from this tyrant. You may lose your life. I have a buddy right now. He's on dialysis. Shout out to my homie. Dated a young lady for 10 years. 10. The 10 years that she dated this guy was the 10 years that they gave her ex boyfriend in prison. 10 years. My buddy, who I will keep nameless, got an inheritance from his mom's passing away. Almost half a mil, but possibly more than $500,000. So he creates all of these great businesses, a ride share business. He buys real estate. He's doing this. He's doing that. The problem was his credit or his information had some blemishes on there. So he put it in her name. Around the 10th year, she gets a phone call. It's her ex boyfriend that was locked up for 10 years. He's out now and he wants to see her. She drives over to the ex boyfriend's house and they rekindled the relationship that they had. Forgetting about the relationship she was in. 100% total disregard. Now, remember, I said that my buddy had a ride share company. He had luxury vehicles, Mercedes, BMWs, Teslas that you can rent on these sites like Turo and whatever these other sites are. He had trackers on the car, so she took one of the cars that had a tracker on there. He remembers asking her, "Hey, babe, where are you going?" He said, I'm just going to be in the city. I'm going to go look for something. He looks at the tracker and sees that she's in the suburbs. So he decides to get in his car and drive over to where the vehicle is. Could you imagine what's running through his mind? So he pulls up to the door, he knocks on it, and The guy that was locked up for 10 years answers the door. They get into a heated altercation. He now goes back home without his girlfriend for the last 10 years. Now, this is where the games begin. If you remember in the beginning part of the story, his credit had a few blemishes and he put everything in her name. She takes everything. Everything. All the cars, the homes were in her name. It's hard for him to prove because there's extensive paperwork created with her name on there. She takes it all. And today he is on kidney dialysis because he is so stressed out. He's so stressed about his mother's inheritance disappearing in front of him. He feels like a disappointment. I tell him, shake it off. But it's not as easy as me saying, shake it off. He's going through a traumatic situation right now. When I talked to him, he even contemplated suicide. That's just to let you know how serious that was. So what I'm saying is the suggestion that I made earlier of if a young female or older female that you're courting has a child, this is an extreme situation. This lady didn't even have a child, but I just want to make it extreme, and then you can always, dial it down if you need to. But this lady that did that didn't even have a child. But what I'm saying is, like on the extreme level, if she has a child and her baby daddy is locked up, unless this nigga got life, and he tells you that he's crazy, it might be a better situation for you to look for a different relationship to be in. It might be in your best interest to look for a different relationship. I'm just saying. Some people like drama in their life. I don't. If drama comes to me, we handle it, but I don't go out there looking for that shit. There's way better situations for me than to look for drama. Toxic relationships. Some people are addicted to toxic relationships. Yeah, yeah. Well, here's the thing, Dawn. We hope karma will whip somebody's ass. And I'm gonna be honest. When it comes to karma, uh, for all of the atrocity that Black Americans went through, I still sit on the sidelines to see if white America would receive their karma. Haven't seen it yet. Not satisfied with the results, but It is what it is. So until I see Karma break her foot off and they ass with stilettos on, Karma, Karma is just a cool thing to say. I'd like to say I'm Karma. I'm the one that came to break his foot off in your ass. I'm that dude. I'm Karma. Um, yeah, yeah, it's sad. I'm praying for him too. Hopefully, well, he's on dialysis now. Like it, the stress. It's amazing what stress can do to your body. Stress caused him kidney failure. Now he has to go through dialysis. Stress did that. Mm. Text that word. Yeah, until Karma breaks his foot off in white supremacy's ass, Ka- I got more power than Karma. So it's a little slow for you. Um, well, try to make. Let me try to make a couple of offers here. You guys can check out the greatest notary handbook ever created on the planet, which is the Blue Seal Special Ops. The link is in the description, I hope, or it'll be on another video. But this is a workshop with videos and call scripts, tested and proven call scripts to help notaries make more money without working harder. If you like working harder, this ain't your book. These are people that want to leverage their assets, which is communication, and make more money and run less appointments. So check it out when you get a chance. But anyway, um, what was that, Gina? You said Tiger, look around and definitely getting there. There's more to come. That's what I'm talking about, Dawn. All we could do is progress. Listen, it's New Year's Eve. We're about to enter a brand new year. The mission has not changed. It's for us to progress in whatever it is, whether it's for you to progress in the amount of income that you make, progress in your business, progress in your relationship, progress in you being a parent. Progression is what we look for. It's when we not doing anything, we get frustrated, we get angry, we get pissed off. Some play the blame game. It's your fault that I'm not. Don't do that. That's another thing. Don't take that into the new year, blaming other people for your mishaps or your circumstances. Stop that. Take responsibility for the decisions that you made. Take responsibility for the decisions that you made. Own that shit. If it's an L, take that L and reshape it and make it into a W. But that blame game got to go. Blaming other people for your circumstances, the way you're living, as if they have more control over your life than you do. That's ridiculous. We're all adults here. Once you own it, if it didn't go the way you wanted it to go, analyze that shit. Identify the problem, diagnose the problem, then design a plan to correct it. All of us have the ability in the 21st century to be successful. Every single last one of us, every one of us. If you are not successful at the level that you want, you got to take 100% responsibility for that. There are going to be things in your life that just scream out to you, be like, nigga, you need to work out. Your energy level sucks. Like your own persona is screaming in your mind. You can't even get around right. You need to work out more. You ignored that. You ignored that advice from self. You want knowledge of self, but you ignore the knowledge that comes from self. Man, you need to eat a little healthier. You eating way too much fast food, man. This is self telling you this. Hey, man, why don't you go ahead and make that phone call? Oh, it feels uncomfortable. Go ahead and make that phone call. You never know what happened. No, I don't want to do that. Self sabotage. Self sabotage. People sabotage their successes all the time. I'm guilty of it too. I'm guilty of it too. But once you become conscious of it, now you have the ability to make a change. You can either continue to blame every situation on, like, this is what the outcome is because of my situation and somebody else did it, or you can own that. I'd rather be in the owner's box any day than to be a spectator like that, than to be in the regular stands. What say you? Again, you're tuning into the 2023 wrap up. We're celebrating your wins for 2023. We're talking about relationships, finances, notary business, business in general. What are you going to change this year? What are you going to change to improve your life better? Do you have a target? Is there something that you're aiming at? Because it's kind of hard to hit a target you don't even know about. I can't give you a rifle with a scope to hit a target that I never told you what was a target. So do you know what your targets are? Your target could be anything from, I want to lose 30 pounds in 6 months. It could be, I want to generate an additional $5,000 for my company by March 2024. I want to increase my social media presence and get more subscribers. What does that look like to you? Because you're making incremental steps. Don't discount just because your goal might be to have a $17 million mansion. Don't discount the steps that'll get you there. Like most social media channels, everybody starts at zero. You start off with zero friends, zero comments, zero likes. And some of you guys, you have to press reset. You have the ability to press reset. Hit it. Gina said her husband was dealing with kidney failure as well. Yeah, I lost my cousin to kidney failure. Very young age, in his 30s. So we've talked about business. We've talked about finance, somewhat on finance. We didn't talk too much about finance. We talked about relationships. We've talked about health. Do any of you guys have any questions for me? And this is good because at least we get to talk together. And if your question may resonate with someone else, or maybe that was something that they wanted to ask. But my wrap up for 2023 has been fantastic. He said, "Am I watching a Dave Chappelle new special tonight?" I love Dave Chappelle. He's becoming number two. Kevin Hart's becoming my number one, just because I get to see Kevin Hart more often. You see, and this goes back to increasing your social media presence, right? Um, I don't get to see Dave Chappelle as much as I would like. I think he's funny, he's hilarious, but his social media presence is very lukewarm. Now, Kevin Hart, his social media presence is so radiant. Like, I want to watch more videos from him. That's why, like, when don't talk yourself out of posting too much. There's no such thing when someone wants to hear from you as often as possible. So if you're releasing some fly, dope shit, I want to hear from you multiple times a day. If someone hates on you because you're posting too much, it's because you're shining the mirror on them that they're not posting enough. And then they unsubscribe. No big deal. You're finding your tribe. You're finding your clique. You're finding your gang. But yeah, yeah, the Dave Chappelle is. I just like the work that Kevin Hart's been doing a lot lately. He's creating a lot of situations for people because the more he puts himself out there, the more he creates this his own personal brand. Now, see, this is why the personal brand is so important. Is because if you're only promoting your company, people will only be attracted to that company. They don't know you. But if you are a personal brand that attach yourself to a company, so now any business that you roll out in the future, people will rock with you because they've been rocking with your personal brand all that time. No matter what you attach yourself to, you will be able to bring an audience with you. Like, let's say Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey could basically go on to any cooking show and bring a certain audience because there are people that just rock with him as a personal brand. He doesn't have to change. He's the same demeanor every show that he plays. He's the same dude. Yeah, Kevin Hart definitely has omnipresence. 100%. And see, the another thing, I'm glad you said that, Gina. Another reason why your business is not doing as well as it should is because you're obscure. People don't know who you are. They don't see you. So out of sight, out of mind. So your goal would be to get in front of enough eyeballs with the right message to convert people, to get people to want to do business with you. But if they never see you, they never see a video, they never see a post, how could you expect people to facilitate your business? They don't know who you are. They don't know how to find you. You're not even findable. So get from behind the curtains and start drumming up some dust. Dust turning. They get a little closer. They see it's fire. But you got to get in front of the people. And when you get in front of the people, you make an offer. You should always be making offers. Always. Oppose the popular belief where they say don't make an offer in every video. Listen, make an offer in every single video. Because I can tell you something that happened to me today. I created a YouTube reel. It got released today. It got 1,700 views in like 24 hours, right? 1,700. Now, usually my YouTube posts will get about 200, 100, and so. But you never know which video will go viral. None of us know it. No creator can tell you this is an absolute. You never know which video will go viral. So you might as well seize the opportunity to make an offer in every single video you do. So that video got me about 13 new subscribers today. But if I never made an offer, it wouldn't have got any. It would have just been something to watch and scroll, watch and scroll. But it got me 13 new subscribers. Out of those 13 new subscribers, I'm expecting one to explore more. Once that person goes into my description section and explores more, now they I don't like these. I don't eat those. I don't like popcorn. Thank you. Um, Once they explore more, now I can offer them different products to enter the my ecosystem. But you guys got to make some YouTube videos, man. You got to like it's never been easier. Look, right now, look, I did this for a reason. For those that don't like to show their face, am I showing my face right now? You don't see my face. You hear my voice, but you don't see my face. There is no excuse why you cannot get in front of more people. Gina says, Happy New Year. Love from the Ghost Squad. Wishing everyone a new year filled with positivity, prosperity, and purpose. Love it. Are you aware interest rates are expected to drop 4 to 6 times in the 2024? The refinance boom returning. Uh, speaking, speaking, there will be a lack of notaries. Well, if there's going to be a lack of notaries and interest rates are supposed to drop, which will increase people's buying habits. Man, shout out to the loan signing agents. Seize this opportunity. Seize your, every industry has a wave. If this is your wave, you got, and this is what you guys been preparing for, and you've taken the right courses, and you got your certifications, and you guys better ride the wave. Your wave is predicated to the economy. And like fingerprinting gurus just said, uh, there should be a business increase for you guys coming up in this new year. So get locked and loaded and get this damn money. I don't care how you get the notary money. Get the money, Chico. Get the yayo, Kiko. Thanks, brother. Thanks for that one. Yeah, happy new year. Happy new year. It's coming. It's coming. Say rock Keith Lee. Yeah, happy new year to everybody. So 2023 wrap up. How did your 2023 go? What would you rate it? From 1 to 10. 1 mean 2023 was atrocious, and 10 mean being that 2023 was outstanding. What would you rate it? What would you rate it? Tech, I was calling you too to jump in the room with me, brother. Let me know if you want me to send you an invite. Tekamaku. So no new again, a new thing that we're rolling out. We actually already started rolling it out this year, but it's just going to carry over to 2024. Was Notary War Room Reloaded. So we invited our past guests, because the show has been in production for 2 years already. So now we know that our past guests have evolved from the initial interview. So it's real interesting if you guys want to watch it. So far, we have Kim Yanni on there. We did a reloaded episode with her. We did a reloaded episode with Donnie Bryant, who is really good in sales copy to help you guys with sales copy. And then we did a reloaded with Tech Amaku, uh, incredible growth since from 2 years ago when we did the initial one. Dawn, you too. We have to do a reloaded with you as well. Yeah, we got to do a reloaded with you as well, Dawn, to see what your progress has been since the last Notary War Room show. We encourage uh, progression, of consistency, not necessarily hard work. Okay, let's get that out the way. We don't we don't necessarily push hard work. We push smart work, working smarter, not harder. Because if I can run 5 assignments and make the same amount of money that you would make running 10 assignments, which one would you take? Which one would you take? By the way, uh, profits are up. Tune in every Wednesday for our weekly notary sales training. Every Wednesday. We are the only ones that do this. We have a notary sales training every single Wednesday. And we answer the questions. We give you guys strategies, tactics, different ways of closing more deals for higher profits without working more. So tune into our weekly sales training. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to it. Hit the like button, please. New Year's Eve. I'm in Chicago. I'm not trying to be driving out in these streets too late. That's why I went and got my rum early. Because people get to drinking and driving and swerving, crashing. Not really with that. 2023 wrap up. What else would you guys like to talk about? Well, we didn't talk finance much. Um, so many times, man. Look. I am too. I got too many years on this planet for me to be bullshitting anybody. Not myself, not you, no one. But there's too many times where I would kick off the new year and my bank account was not at the level I wanted it to be. Sometimes the shit would be in the negatives. But truth be told, I either made some bad decisions or in business or you know whatever the case was. Starting the new year and you're being broke, not completely broken, but not your bank account is just not right. I hated that feeling. I went through that feeling way too often. Way too often. So this year I decided to do some different something different. And as easy as this sounds, and hopefully this helps you as much as it helped me, this year has been a change that I I'm proud of. And that is because I was listening to an audiobook called The Richest Man in Babylon. You can get that on Audible. You can buy the book on Amazon. But The Richest Man in Babylon. And, sometimes people can give you a message. It doesn't resonate, but you hear it from somebody else and it resonates a little bit more. I've heard this all my life, like, put a little bit, everything that you make, take a little bit and then put it to the side. But when I was listening to The Richest Man in Babylon, taking that 10%, I began doing it religiously. Maybe it was my time to take in that message, but it paid off. So I'm just sharing something that worked for me that came from an external source. Richest Man in Babylon, got the audiobook, listened to that, and I kid you not, like the thing is when you're reading books like that or you're listening to books like that, the implementation is more important than you just understanding it and having knowledge of that. It's one thing that you could recite oh yeah, this book is about this, or you could give a quick summary of what that book is about. But how much of that book did you implement? That's where the real change happens. So there was quite a few things. It was like save 10% of everything that you earn. That's one of them. The next one was control thy expenditures with a budget. That was a second law. Uh, make thy goal multiply. That was another thing uh, that I got from the book. So these are the principles that I'm reciting right now. Um, increase the ability, increase thy ability to earn. Okay, that's another one. So that's four of them I gave you so far. Uh, own thy own house. That's another one. And there's three more. There's a total of seven cures that they call it to live a financially well balanced life on your terms, whatever that looks like. But no matter how much money or how little money that you're making, you have to operate with these principles. So if something works, I keep it going. I keep doing the thing that works. Now I know tech is go is in the insurance business as well. For those that don't know, um, tech is able to do something which is very unique that a lot of people don't know about, which is called being your own bank and velocity banking. Now, I'm not well suited to talk about that, but that's something that I plan to, do maybe an episode of tech talking about that. Being your own bank, recycling your own money, your profits through you, so you can continue buying more assets that continue to pay you. Assets, cash flow. Assets, cash flow. Create more assets, the more cash flow comes to you. What do you call it, tech? PYF, pay yourself first. Yes, that's been huge for me, tech, this year. I don't care if I make $17. I'm taking 1.7 of that, 10% of that, and putting it into something that's going to make me more money. We should not make talking about money be taboo anymore. That's first of all, I don't know how the hell that shit got into our lexicon in the first place. That shouldn't even. I shouldn't even have to say that. That speaking about money is taboo. Speaking about business is taboo. Speaking about religion is taboo. Like, why? We should talk about the very necessity that's going to sustain and enrich our lives. Money? How could you not talk about that? And I think that's why we are $1.6 trillion in spending power, spending, not buying power, right? Because we buy and we should be buying and acquiring different people companies. I'm talking to a specific class of people right now. Melanated, black people specifically. We need to start looking at buying other people business. We got to start gobbling up different businesses. You have a system, you have a business that you do not want to own anymore or operate. We're going to buy it out. I know what to do with it. $1.6 trillion. We should be gobbling up different businesses right now. Dry cleaner, let me get that. Car wash, I'll take that off your hands. Notary business, it's in safe hands. Don't worry. You got to start thinking outside the box. A lot of you guys aren't new to this entrepreneurial world anymore. You got skin in the game. You've been in this game for a minute. Now it's time to start eating some of these other cats. They don't know what to do with it. They're looking for someone to come buy their company. Tech, wasn't it recently we made an offer to somebody to buy their notary company out there in Cali? We're in acquisition mode at this point. We're buying up and gobbling up other notary companies. Maybe they chose sometimes they choose a different career path. They don't want to run the notary business, but they worked so hard to put all of this stuff together. So instead of just letting everything dissolve, we'll offer, we'll make an offer to purchase that notary business. Tech said, yes, she couldn't provide them tax stats and email contact addresses. We're showing you where we're going with this. We're not even talking about software that we're going to be rolling out, which is already in process. What's the name of it? Tech Stampede. Stampede. That's the name of the new automated software that has been in development from a black-owned company. Have you been playing fair? Have you been playing nice? Like, here's my thing, man. Because I come from a very competitive nature environment. If niggas ain't holding their weight, man, you got to get rid of them. Like you could still be cool with them. Understand what I'm saying? You could still be cool with them. But when you are moving like a boss, but they choose to move as with an employee mindset, you gotta move around, man. You have outgrown your circle. You outgrown your circle. And there's nothing wrong with that. And you should not be ashamed or let anyone shame you for doing that. Nope. Don't let anyone shame you for wanting to achieve success. It makes you want to think like who are you? Who are you really? Yeah, tech stampede. Stampede. I like that play on the words. That's the new software that's coming out. That is the new software that's coming out. Progress. Remember, we're all looking for increase in our everyday lives, increase in everything that is joyable, everything that brings love and light to our lives. We want increase in that. AI scheduling bot. So again, that's the new software that's coming out, which is called Stampede. It's an AI scheduling bot. Now, Tech, this is your baby right here. How long have you been working on this software? This goes back to working out and delayed gratification. Some of you guys just have to trust the process, man. I remember being younger and looking at little Bow Wow, and I'm like, how this young ass nigga get put on, living the lavish life, girls, clubs, fancy cars. And I used to be upset when I would see shit like that. Now it's that wasn't me. That wasn't my time. That wasn't my talent. I have more understanding. Uh, Tech said he said I've been working on it my entire life. But yeah, what is a big audacious goal that you have that no matter how long it takes, you gonna get it done? Like a get rich die trying. No matter how long it takes, you're going to get that done. What is that? Again, the Blue Seal Special Ops Playbook slash workbook. It's the only workbook you will ever need in this notary business as far as it comes to sales and conversions, which is probably the most profitable part of the notary industry is the actual turning a non-customer into a customer. That's where all the magic happens. That little sweet spot. Otherwise, you're just talking to another person and having conversation. If you guys would like to know what we do behind the scenes to close many, many notary assignment deals, Look into the link description below. Hopefully, it's in the link description. It's in one of the videos. Get the notary handbook, playbook. It's $37, dude. If I me alone with my call script alone, if I couldn't make you your $37 back, it ain't me at that point, bro. I would even guarantee that, but that doesn't even make sense for me to guarantee something that I know that works. If you don't make more money with the Blue Seal Special Ops Workbook, you suck. You do not know how to follow instructions. You do not know how to talk to people. There's no hope for you. And I don't want to be too, rude with it, but listen, man. If everyone that uses it succeeds, that that proves the fact that without being complicated, this thing works. It works. It works whether you're living in New York, whether you're living in Chicago, whether you're living in California. The call script that Tech and I have created, this bundle package, which is called Blue Seal Special Ops Workbook, it just works. Some things just work. You test it, you try it, you test it, and it stands strong through all of those conditions. Some things just work, and this is one of them. Um, let's see. What are the new plans you got for the new year? What new things that you're rolling out for the new year? Is anyone rolling out something different beyond their comfort zone for this new year? That's crazy. We're already going for 2 hours and 50 minutes. 2 hours and 50 minutes. One of the new things that I'm gonna roll out for this new year, I wanna level up and take my media company to another level. Uh, I want to roll out more shows. Um, I want to bring on new talent. I want to create new opportunities for people. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, we're back. We're back. Rum and water go through you, fam. All right. So I was thinking, yeah, for 2024, I really want to take my media company to a whole nother level and create some new opportunities for people, bring on different influencers and uh, people that are really out there. And it'll be mostly around it'll be created with talk show settings, right? Like Notary War Room interviews, conversational type of shows. It wouldn't be like short films or anything like that. That's not a strong point of mine. Um, we'll this new year uh, attacking some brand sponsorships. The ultimate goal is to uh, get the Notary War Room or one of my shows connected to a streaming platform like a Netflix or Roku and pitch the shows, and not only pitch the shows, but uh, pitch everyone as an individual show. So what does that look like? It would be me. Let's say I pitched the Notary War Room show. It gets picked up. Well, my co-host on Notary War Room would be Dawn and Tech right now, right? So we would push to get Tech his own show, and then we would push to get Dawn her own show. So basically, it's like I call it the Wu Tang business model. We all come out together on a Wu Tang album, but then Method Man goes off and does their own thing. Uh, Old Dirty Bastard goes off and does his own thing. Ghostface Killer, Raekwon the Chef, they all go off to do solo projects. So that's a 2024 goal. Actually, it goes way beyond 2024. So the media company is just something that I'm probably gonna continue to push out to my last days on this planet because media creates a lot of opportunities for people. Media controls the narrative for a lot of things. Media can sell products or break products. Media is a huge part of business. And now that we live in a time where we have social media, don't get it twisted. Remove the word social from it, and you're left with media. The fact that you have the control to push your own narrative, to push uh, education, to push advice and strategies to enrich people's lives, that is going to become a very lucrative market. It's already a lucrative market. They're estimating by I think maybe another three years from today that the educational market will be in the trillions, uh, performing better than most universities, performing better than many college universities. Why? Because certain knowledge is specific when it comes to online courses. So let's say Gina does, um, mental health for widows. Well, if I'm a widower, right, a widower, I guess that's what they call it for men. I can look for someone that specializes in that specific field, which is perfect for me. You know how in college they have you do all these prerequisites and all that other crap just to make some extra money off of you? Well, I don't. I can bypass all of the prerequisites and go directly into the nook and cranny what's bothering. This is why I push my students, my fellowship, just my inner circle to do more videos, to create more content because you won't be in that space much longer. As you evolve, see, the only people that are afraid to give out their best work, their best content, is the people that do not grow. If you're not growing in that area, yeah, the little bit of information that you have is extremely important to you because you're a, you're a one trick pony. Basically, you're a one trick pony. So if you give out your best content and you don't plan to empower yourself and get more knowledgeable, yeah, you view that as a being a threat until a competitor comes out and gives the very information that you've been holding on to for so tightly for free. They give it out for free, but you want to be a one trick pony and then give out information, but you don't want to give out that one or two two step that you got. And for a while, it will work. I'm not going to tell you it's not going to work, but it will work. But the longevity of it will be shortened because what you consider to be valuable information, somebody might be, "Well, this is basic level shit for me because I'm constantly reading and evolving from the situation." You know what I mean? You should always have some sense of paranoia. That's what keep these leech ass niggas off your back. You have to have some type of level of paranoia. You know, serial killers and high level entrepreneurs don't have that much that's not in common. They have a lot in common. Serial killers and high level entrepreneurs. They're both somewhat narcissistic. I think this shit is going to work. Why? Because I said it's going to work. And I'm going to make sure it works. And whoever is opposed to it, may they all die. Which one is an entrepreneur? Which one is a successful businessman in that situation? Hmm? Which one? Who's who on that in that situation? Serial killers and businessmen, successful businessmen, have a lot in common. Talk about their personal brand, they're ready to come down your throat. Don't make a mistake on my name and say that killing went to another person. The serial killer will call the police department and make the correction. Narcissistic. Talk bad about my company on the Wall Street Journal. I'm calling the Wall Street Journal editor that same day. Mm, mm, mm. 2024. Yeah. Okay. I'll be there in a second. 2024 should not incorporate your comfort zone. There are going to be some things that's coming in 2024 that you're literally going to have to incinerate that bridge. You're going to have to burn that bridge down for you to never cross back over that. Some of you guys need that. Exactly that. You're going to have to make a decision and cut off some things that just cannot enter 2024. There's like no playing around with that at all. There's no entertaining that whatsoever. What is that going to be? You don't have to put it in the chat. Don't have to type it up. Write it for yourself. Put a post-it somewhere for yourself to remind you to leave that situation, to leave that person alone and alone forever. Some of us, including me, have been soft on actions that I should have been aggressive on. Like aggressively predator to like eradicate this problem and stop entertaining it. What decisions have you made in 2023, this last New Year's Eve? In a few more hours is going to be 2024. What are you taking over this threshold with you, and what are you leaving behind? People talk about how most people fail New Year's resolutions. I don't think it's about failing the New Year's resolution. I think it's about identifying things that you did like and you did not like, and the change that you. I think that the I being able to identify it is the most important part of a New Year's resolution. To identify the problem. If I can see the problem, I can identify it. Therefore, no matter if it takes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years for me to completely eradicate this thing from my life, it's worth it because I was able to identify it. I could see something that was not helping me progress. And thank goodness that I found it. Now I can diagnose it. Diagnosing the problem is going to take a minute. Then you design a plan and be like, okay, can I use this thing to my advantage? Can I leverage this thing that used to cause me a problem and use it for fuel or motivation or intentions or something to help me get to this next level? And then once you do that, you design this plan, you push it to completion. Okay, now I got you. I got you in the headlock now. Now I'm gonna make sure that I knock you out. You must go to sleep after this one. Mm-hmm. We can't be going in like Don't be so hard on yourself. So what the statistics say all these people fail from making New Year's resolution. The fact that they even identify the problem of the that for things that they need to resolve is a win. It's a win. It's a win. Shit, it didn't take you 1 year to build that bad habit. So don't expect to break that bad habit in 1 year either. For those that smoke, you've been smoking since you were 16. You're 30 something years old right now. You're expecting to quit smoking in 1 year. That's a great goal to have. If you accomplish it, fantastic. But if you don't, shit, the fact that you recognize that smoking is deteriorating your health is a freaking win. This is what I mean, celebrating those wins. You got to celebrate those wins. You got to take care of yourself, especially if you have kids. A buddy of mine asked me this question one day. He said, if you and your family is starving and there's only one piece of meat left, what do you do with that one piece of meat? So I said, I'll cut up the piece of meat and then feed myself as well as the family. And I'm not saying that his philosophy is gospel, but he gave me a different way to look at it, though. He gave me a different perspective. So if there is a situation that will require me to do this very thing that I'm going to tell you next, then at least I have that in the forefront. At least I have that information. And by the way, he's a multimillionaire. So boom, he says, no, you as the man has to keep to eat the meal because that's going to give you the strength that you need to hunt for a bigger kill to bring for the rest of the family so they can eat and nourish themselves much longer. So I didn't look at it that way. That's again, not saying that I agree with it or disagree with it, but if there is ever a situation that would call on that strategy or that would call on that tactic because he is a successful businessman, I can say that, all right, look, this is where this information, this is the reference point from that information. Does it call for that? And should I execute on it? Sometimes you need to look at the problem from multi different angles. And you'll realize what you'll really realize is that that boulder of problems isn't as scary as you think it is. There's kinks in his armor like everything else. There's kinks in the armor. Gina Enterprises said, divide between all of us. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I made a video that said, imposter syndrome does not exist. And it's all on how you use it, ladies and gentlemen. If you expect to get these average results, follow average people, look at average things, listen to average music, surround yourself. You'll notice that you surrounded yourself around a bunch of average shit. That's why you're getting average output from your income because you're surrounded by a bunch of average shit. The trick is to get around high level people. Now, when I say high level people, that doesn't equate to income either, because you could be a high level learner, and you just chose not to go after it for money. You could still be a high achiever without having the external financial success that everybody has. If you're looking for financial success, look for someone that's financially successful. If you're looking for someone that's spiritually successful, look for someone in the spiritual department. It's pretty rare that you're going to find someone all encompassing one. It's going to be kind of hard to find someone that just has all of those attributes. I hope you guys are enjoying your drinks. I'm enjoying my Haitian rum here, Bamako. It's been aged for 4 years. This is authentic West Indian Haitian rum. Enjoying this New Year's Eve. Happy New Year's Eve to everyone. If you're tuning into this broadcast right now, you already won, fam. You are here to listen to me and all my rhetoric, but you're winning. You are winning. That's right, Tech. Winner circle. This is the winner circle. All right, I'm coming. All right, I got to take a run, but I may. No, I know I'm coming back. I'm coming back for part two. We're going to wrap up this New Year's together. Be on the lookout for the live, subscribe, hit the notification bell so when I do go live, you can jump on here. Um, Peace, love, and blessings to everybody. Uh, we will continue this and then bring in the new year together. You heard? So peace, love, and happiness. I'll talk to you guys soon. You heard?